Hi. Thank you. I mean, for the jokes and stuff. They're not bad after all. You just have to tell them the right way. And everybody should. Because really, dogs can be really mean. Yeah. I mean, what can be meaner is the storm, the flood. 60 years ago. And everything was underwater. The entire area here. People lost everything again. They are sitting on their roofs. They were desperate. They had no light, no TV, no telephone, no nothing. It was ice cold, bitter cold. And they had no idea what to do because they barely could see a thing. They could simply try to save their own lives. And maybe, since this is the 60th anniversary of that flood, today, and we're still receiving storm warnings and tornadoes and it's even more relevant. But what never will be taken away from most Germans, at least at this part of the country, was that there was a politician named Helmut Schmidt. And he overstepped his... he was not allowed to make that single. Just to order somebody to do something, unless you talk about it for ages. And he said no. And asked everybody to send the helicopters, the military, everything, to save those people from drowning or dying. And it helped. That was a bold decision. But he knew every minute could mean a life or more. And people had no idea what was next. They was sitting there, the ice cold rain, fearful, because they were sitting over everything they had, and the roofs over here are made of something else sometimes. Yeah? Maybe you get to see it, and maybe you can receive that over there, and I can tape it. If you want to, I will tape it anyway. Although it's grisly. Yet, they loved him. Because everybody else would have discussed that for ages. But he said, no. Everybody, go that way. And get them out of there. And then they could receive something hot to drink, something to feed. Stress means hunger too. And they exactly knew what they might have been if that wouldn't have taken place. One man making one decision. Dead. They might have been. Plenty were. And I know people who helped them, who put up tents, who put up this and that, and it was absolutely coordinated. They need warmth, they needed blankets, they needed food, they needed water, they needed physicians, they needed what was there. And later, he became a chancellor. Bright man, fun, and always a pleasure to listen to. And the only man who had, you know those cards that you hand over when you go to visit somebody? He had those. In German, that would be called Visitenkarte. Visite, because you would visit somebody, but you could use that for other purposes too. And he was the only one who simply had his name printed on there. That's what it was. Nothing more, nothing else. He said, says everything that's necessary. My name. I thought you would like to know that. I can hear the wind blow. The windows are swinging, and it's dark. And I still have a roof over my head. I have walls around me. I have protection. And I'm so grateful. And from that time on, worse things happened. People were kidnapped. And you know what some people think they would have to do. An airplane was plane lifted. I mean, I have no idea. Hijacked. Yeah, right. And he had to make the decision of let us enter this and put an end to it and let the troops go in there or not. And that was the final thing that we always think of. We will not let terrorists ruin our lives or dictate what we have to do or else. And it worked. It's a miracle. It's a miracle.